So we have a new Avengers Doomsday set photo featuring Danny Ramirez as Falcon, Evan Moss Backrash as The Thing, and Wyatt Russell as John Walker. And they are in this room, sort of spaceship type looking thing. And now I think this photo is very interesting for multiple reasons. Number one, because you basically have the three groups that are going to be all in Avengers Doomsday. You have, obviously, the Avengers. You have the Fantastic Four, which are just going to be coming into the 616. And then you have John Walker, aka the New Avengers. So the New Avengers, the Avengers, and you have the Fantastic Four, and whoever this is over here, which we don't know who that is. You only see their foot, but some people have said it could be Shuri just because it kind of looks similar to like her Black Panther suit from the film. And now I think this location that they're in kind of has like a more retro vibe just because you have the way like all like this panel and everything. It doesn't look like how it would in like the Guardians of the Galaxy ship or just like a regular like Miss Marvel ship or something. It looks kind of getting a retro vibe like TVA or a Fantastic Four ship. In fact, I actually think it probably is one of those two, and many people agree just because of the kind of the retro vibe. First, I thought maybe Fantastic Four ship. Other people said TVA. I think either are very possible, except for maybe TVA, just because how do you get these three groups all in the TVA building? You know, how would they all fit into the TVA unless it is like really late in the film with like Loki or something? Or it is also possible that this again is a Fantastic Four ship, which just because the shape, I don't think maybe is not possible. I don't know. Or maybe this is a whole new location entirely. But I just think this is very interesting, and why I think Doomsday overall is going to be more interesting than Infinity War and Secret Wars. Because, number one, we know the X-Men are coming in. So actually we have 4 divisions. 3 out of the 4 are shown here. Because you have the Avengers, the New Avengers, and the Fantastic Four, plus the X-Men as a whole. And then maybe you even have the Wakandans in this photo too, with Shuri possibly right here. So you have 5 divisions, 5 groups, all fighting against Doom and just whatever Doom is after. So I think that's going to be what's most interesting about this film, and how we know they don't even have, or allegedly from Daniel RPK, that they don't even have the third act of Doomsday finished. But again, they postponed the film, so I'm not too worried. And all around, I think this is good. And like, so if you have Falcon here, it is more than likely you're going to have Sam Wilson somewhere in here, because you never see one without the other being extremely close, like in the same vicinity. So who knows? I mean, I don't think this is Sam Wilson, aka Captain America, simply because it's black and like gold, it appears, and not it's black and gold and not like blue or red, because you see the, yeah, I'll look it up. Yeah, see, look at this. Red boots. Unless, of course, they're giving him a different costume to see red again. Unless, of course, they are just giving him a new, like a whole nother suit, which, I mean, I don't think they're gonna do, simply just because, I don't think it would seem very, like, somebody says, and Letitia Wright. Oh, let's see what other people think. It's like Tiamat, which, it's like Tiamat, I think, is kind of pulling for straws, just simply because, I mean, like, nah, I don't think there'd be a space like this that they would have built up where you can see, like, outside of it, and, like, even in the floor, I just don't think that's possible, but I don't know. Let's see what everybody else, as the new Avengers base inside the Tiamat. That'd be awesome. The Avengers base inside Tiamat. But we saw in Brave New World, nations is trying to take control of Tiamat, and they signed that treaty. So I don't think the Avengers from the United States would have total control over Tiamat. I don't think they'd like that, so I don't think that's possible. At the TVA, again, I talked about that, but I don't think that's very possible, simply because we have like 3 divisions here. The 3 divisions are like 5 in Doomsday, Avengers, New Avengers, and Fantastic Four. But again, maybe it's very possible, since it is a big multiversal threat, aka Doctor Doom. So then having in the TVA would make a lot of sense. I don't think you can even do Doomsday without bringing in the Fantastic Four realistically, because it's such a big multiversal kind of like story that I think you kind of need the TVA to some capacity. Hopefully a big capacity, simply because we don't know what's happening with Loki past season 2. Okay, so the TVA inside the Fantastic Four ship, probably the most possible out of all of these. Simply because, I mean, look at this. There probably are in the Fantastic Four ship. Let's be honest. Again, the Retro Tech 3 teams, like you have like John Walker over here, just like doing who knows what, probably just like looking at all of it like, whoa, what's this? Or maybe they're in the Avengers Tower. Maybe. Because we do know Stark Tower got turned into the Avengers Tower, that got turned into Valentina's tower, like the Watchtower type thing, and now it's back to the New Avengers, their tower. So I would say it's very possible that's that. But, okay, and see they're holding these green things, which, I don't know. Read more comments. Oh, what's this? But things, suits was practical. Like it was, but like some of it was. It depends on the scene. So yeah, like it's interesting. I don't think it gives us a whole lot. I just really wanted to talk about it, because if we get Doomsday news, I'm going to be out here talking about it, just because I'm following everything about this film till it releases, like I do with most other Marvel movies, or just movies in general. Yeah, that really covers it. Is there anything else I should make a video on in here? Any, like, new movie news? Again, talked about this. There's nothing really to talk about here. It's behind the scenes photo. Okay, I have really nothing to talk about here. Oh, crap. My mic hit the desk. It's bad. Okay, it's okay. Alright, that really does cover this whole video. If y'all enjoyed this video or any of my other content, please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.